Right from the very beginning, everyone knew Louis XIV was destined to do something great. His parents had to wait 23 years to have their first and only child. Originally, Louis XIV lived here in the center of Paris, where we now have the Louvre Museum. It was the first palace, but because it was the center, it was so congested, and he really longed to be in the country. He had an incredible passion for building and a dream to build the most spectacular, splendid, and sprawling palatial headquarters in the world. And many believe that Louis XIV accomplished what he was after, the Palace of Versailles. His family owned 2,000 acres that had been bought by Louis XIII as a hunting grounds. And this was the place where Louis XIV wanted to put his palatial centerpiece. The problem was, a lot of the land was rolling hills and swamp. So this area over here had to be filled in and repaired by hand. So you can get some idea why they needed 35,000 workers to do all of this. The sprawling gardens have about 372 statues, some of them have clothes on, 55 water features, and 600 fountains. The young king was only 27 when he began construction in 1661, and he continued the project until his death in 1715. The king prided himself on achieving excellence in everything he did, so he rounded up the very best craftsmen and artisans, sculptors from around Europe, the best architects for garden design. Just on the garden alone, he spent 1/3 of that budget. In today's terms, that'd be about $900 million. The garden spread across 2,000 acres, and there's 20 miles of canals, 200,000 trees, and 210,000 flowers. In the midst of the 2,000 acres of sprawling gardens, the palace has 700 rooms, 67 staircases, and 1,200 fireplaces to keep it all warm. Over a period of 54 years, Louis XIV built the most beautiful mansion on earth. But he's dead now and he doesn't enjoy it. You know, the Bible tells us in John 14, verse 1 through 3, Jesus said, "In my Father's house are many mansions, and I go to prepare a place for you." And you can read in 1 Corinthians, it is infinitely more beautiful than anything that you can even imagine. The eye has not seen, the ear has not heard, neither has entered into the heart of man the things that God has prepared for those that love Him. That's the question, friends. Do you love Him? Are you looking for your treasure here, or the treasure that Jesus bought when He died for your sins? I hope you'll pick the house and mansion in heaven.